What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another Cyndi Lauper reaction, and it's another track from the Tycoon original soundtrack. I just reacted to The World is Stone. Apparently this is also from the same soundtrack. And the track this time is called Learn to Live Alone. It sounds like someone making less a point about residential occupancy and more about emotional security, or like taking control of one's emotional life again by saying, you know what, if relationships and intimacy are the things leading to heartbreak and pain in my life not being where I'd like it to be, well then why don't I try to avoid that for now and just cut that out entirely. It feels like someone who's deciding that, you know what, like I need to stop going for love right now because it's not leading to what I want or what makes me feel good, so I need to learn to live alone, at least for a while, perhaps, in brackets. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's completely unrelated to that, but that would be my best guess. And yeah, ultimately, I feel like some of her songs, and maybe, again, people have talked about the way in which, you know, the severing of a relationship she had with, I think, one of her producers going into the A Night to Remember album. You know, maybe that colors some of her songs after this point. I certainly think people have, you know, suggested that some of the tunes perhaps can be seen in that light. But yeah, I do wonder, you know, how personal this is. Obviously, people can write lyrics or themes that are unrelated to how they're feeling on a, you know, true, like, individual level, but ultimately it's hard not to think about context when you think about lyrics. So let's listen. This is Cyndi Lauper. The track is Learn to Live Alone, and it's included in a 1992 folder, both tracks of which seem to come from a original soundtrack for something called Tycoon. It's got some swagger, some attitude. Hey. Almost like reggae sounding keys back there. Whoa, Cyndi, what's going on here? I love this. Like in a 40s club where she'd be walking around like teasing and tempting people as she sung it. The sonics aren't quite in the right place for that, but like her delivery is saucy. So it's pointed the other way. It's not, I have to. Look. Yo. Okay. This is like for real a song like that. Like, I can see myself hypnotized by this performance. Like muted, probably. I think that's how that effect is achieved. This is, I feel like, unlike anything I've heard from her. deep, meaningful guitar. This is so like basically it's surprising, and there's more to come from Cyndi than I was aware. I'm in awe of this song. This goes into the playlist, the daily playlist. What? She was doing a show where she did a song like that. I'd like buy tickets to all the nights like that. I feel like that was, as mesmerizing. It's funny that like there's tunes that I've heard from Alison Moyet in her solo work where it has a jazzy feel, and like I don't know, I feel like on one level that really suits her, but that song that we just heard from Cyndi, that hit me more in that, oh man, I want to be in a jazz club watching her perform this as she kind of like, commands the entire room. Like I felt that more on this tune than any of the tracks of the jazzy sound from Allison, and that's not really a shot at Allison. Again, like I get it, she's people work with producers, and the final product of a given song is not necessarily like 100% the brainchild of the artist in question. But yeah, for whatever reason, that one really grabbed me in a way that maybe the tunes in that style on Alf didn't. So. Yeah, really cool track. I am keen to hear more from her. Again, like I knew that she had more than just the hits that I was familiar with going into this deep dive. But yeah, she definitely has some more variety in her music than I realized. So big ups to Cyndi. Really destroyed that like in the best possible way. Just had me like gripped on her vocals and doing some playful stuff that, again, I don't know if I've heard her do a song like that or delivery like that before. So really cool one. Keen to hear what comes next. In the moment, I'm not sure what the next folder is, whether it's like a proper album or whether there's like another single folder or something. But once again, big shout out to Seb. Let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.